Hey guys, it's Lucy and this is part 15 of my Niall Horan Imagine. And yeah, so when it says y/Amphiona, I'm just gonna fill it with mine. So Niall comes up behind you and says, "Princess, what's wrong?" My necklace, it's gone." You turn around and stare at him in the eyes. He then laughs and then you say, "What's so funny?" He then pulls your necklace out of his pocket and says, "You left it on the bed at home." You smile and thank him, and then ask him to put it on for you. So he nods and fastens it. You then walk back into the living room holding Niall's hand. You then see Louis holding Mizzy and smiling really big. You smile and then get Mizzy and Harry. And Harry then says, "You can all stay if you want." Everyone nods and says thanks. You then go and put Mizzy to bed and then walk downstairs and sit next to Niall and cuddle into his chest. You look like a ball because you're all curled up. It was your turn to pick the movie, so you chose Titanic. Harry puts it on, and after a while it comes to the sad part. So you start to tear up. Niall then looks down at you and wipes your tears away. You smile and then Niall puts his arm around your waist and pulls you in tighter. After a while you fell asleep and Niall could see that you were asleep, so he slowly got up and picked you up and took you off to bed. As you went in your PJs, he got you dressed and then he went to bed. 4 months later, you were all at your house and everyone was round for your birthday. You couldn't believe it. You were finally 20. It was now present time, so you sat on the floor with Maisie on your lap. Liam handed you his present, and Maisie helped you open it, and now taking mug shots of you. Liam's present was a new dress. It was lovely. It was a plain black one with a bright white belt. You thank him and kiss his cheek. Zane then handed you his present, and again Maisie helped you. And Zane got you some tickets. "What are these for?" you say. "Well, read it," Zane says. So you read them and see that you have 3 and you're going to New York. Your eyes widen and then Zane says you get to take 2 other people with you. Anyone you like. "Oh, well, Niall and Louis," you say, and then kiss his cheek. Zane's cheek. Louis then gave you his present, and this time Maisie was jumping on the floor with Niall holding her. Louis got you some shoes, and they went with the dress. They were black heels with white bows on the front. You thank Louis, and then you kiss his cheek again. Then Harry gave you his. And when you opened it, you were anxious. You saw a little box. You couldn't believe your eyes. What could it be? Could it be a ring? Could it be a necklace? What could it be? And then you open it and you see some car keys. You look confused and then Harry says, "Look out of the window." So you did and you see a parked up, brand new white Mercedes. You screamed and hugged him since that was your favourite car. "Thank you," you say. Niall then says, "Well, I guess it's time for my present." So he then brought in a white envelope. You were too excited, so you opened it as quickly as you could and you see a letter. So you read it and your eyes widened, your mouth dropped. "Is this really what I think it is?" you said to Niall. "Well, yes. I know how you have always liked modelling, so I have booked you an appointment with a modelling agency, and you can become a professional and have a job." You scream and run up to Niall and hug him tight. He laughs and then Maisie crawls in with a present. You smile and grab it and open it. You see a Nikon camera and a printer. You smile and say, "What's this for?" "Well, we all know how you love pictures of your family, so we got you these 2 things so you can place your own pictures on the wall," Harry says. "Oh, thank you, everyone." Everyone smiles and then Harry says, "It's time for food." But before everyone walks in the kitchen, Maisie says, "Mama," your face overwhelmed. It was her first word. "What did you say, Maisie?" "Mama," she replies. "Oh, Maisie said Mama," Louis says. And on the most special day," Niall says. You smile and then pick Maisie up and say, "I love you, Maisie." You then hear a knock on the door. It was the girls. You say hi and invite them in. You then all go and eat. After you all finished eating, you waited about an hour to let your food digest. You then say fancy competition on the way. Yes, Louis screams. Everyone giggles and then nods. You choose, Harry says. Okay, you choose a singing competition, and it was a One Direction singing game. You laugh and then show it to them. They all nod, and Harry says, what do you have to do? Well, all you have to do is sing, and whoever is the winner, they get to choose who the loser has to go, who has to play 7 Minutes in Heaven with them. Okay, easy enough, Harry says. Rock Me was on first, and you were versing Harry, and you won. After a while, you won. Okay, so Harry, you have to go in the closet with Liam. He laughs and says, okay. You laugh and Niall locks him in the closet. 7 minutes then passed and Niall unlocked it. They both sat down with a little smirk on their faces. Who's next to verse? Me! Niall screamed. Okay, you choose a song. Since it was his favourite song on the recent album, he chose One Thing. But what Niall didn't know was that was your favourite song as well, and you knew every single word. So it came on and you both sang, and again you won. He was devastated that it was won by a girl, but a pretty one. You then say you have to go in the closet with Louis. You then lock the closet and 7 minutes then passed, so you unlocked it after that. Then they walk out and sit down. Then Zayn walked up to you, and you knew this was going to be tough because Zayn has such a strong voice. I should have kissed you then came on, and after a while he won you. You weren't surprised. And then Zayn says, you have to go in the closet with now. He said it straight away, and you weren't that nervous. You smile, and then Niall grabs your hands and walks you to the closet, and then the door was locked by Harry. He then shouts through the keyhole, 7 minutes, no more, no less. Somehow you felt nervous, and the darkness didn't help either, so you pull on a string and light filled the area. You then noticed you weren't as close to Niall as you wanted to be, so you spun until you reached his arms. He leaned in for a kiss, but it was too fast. You then bumped heads as you were doing the same. You then both laugh hysterically. 7 minutes then passed. You then walk out still laughing. Libby asks, what's so funny? Well, when we both leaned in for a kiss, we went too fast, and we full force bumped heads. Libby was now laughing hysterically and couldn't stop. You then eventually stop and go and get Maisie as it was her feeding time. So you made her bottle up and then sit on the kitchen counter and feed Maisie. You then put Maisie to bed and make an online booking. What are you doing, Lucy? Making a booking. What for? He says. Well, I feel sorry for not bringing the other boys with us when we go to New York. So I have ordered 3 more tickets. Oh, that's so sweet, Lucy. Oh, thanks, he said, and then everyone went to bed. So that is part 15. And I just need to start part 16 as I've only written the title. Yeah, so I should be starting that later tonight. So yeah, hope you liked this video. Comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah. And also, if you guys could try and give me some ideas what could go in part 16, because I think I'm running out of ideas. So yeah, thanks, bye.